The murder case of rapper AKA and celebrity chef Tibz is finally before the High Court. Pre-trial proceedings begin today in Durban with 5 of the 7 accused expected in the dock. They face multiple charges, including murder, attempted murder, and the illegal possession of guns. Newzroom Afrika's Nobuhle Modise is live for us at the High Court with more. Nobuhle, good morning. You spent an awful lot of time at the Durban Magistrates Court. This is where the initial days of those proceedings begun. Finally, it is here. Talk to us about that transition and an update on the other 2 accused still in Eswatini.
Indeed, Iman, it's finally here. Today, essentially, what will be happening is the first appearance at the High Court, and this is in order for the judicial case management proceedings to follow. This is where they'll iron out any issues. You'd remember the last time we were here, there was an issue with the defense saying they hadn't received all the documents that were needed, and we were told that that would be put in a hard drive and then given to the defense. So today we find out whether the state will find out whether the defense, has all the sufficient documents that it needs to, conclude their defense and iron out any other issues as well. And we also know that today as well, in the Kingdom of Eswatini, there is a grounds of appeal that's currently taking place in the Supreme Court of Appeal. You'd remember there were arguments that there were some procedural flaws when the matter took place. Firstly, being the fact that the magistrate at the time reserved its judgment, which in the Kingdom of Eswatini is not meant to happen that way, and that when the judgment was finally handed down, it was done in a committal space, and in the Kingdom of Eswatini, what is needed to be done is that it needs to happen in an open court. So we know that today, the 2 that are in the Kingdom of Eswatini, there are grounds of appeal hearings that are taking place there in the Supreme Court of Appeal. And here, just to take you back to what has happened so far, and as you've mentioned, like you alluded to in the intro, these 5 accused face 11 counts, the first being conspiracy to commit murder, 2 counts of murder, and 5 counts of attempted murder, as well as the possession of illegal firearms and illegal ammunition. We also know that during the bail proceedings, there was a charge of money laundering, which we haven't seen in the current indictment, which will be quite interesting to see what would have happened there. But we know that the state is also going to be calling as witnesses some of the patrons that were in the restaurant, at the Wish restaurant, on the 10th of February when this brutal attack happened on Kiernan AKA Forbes. So we know that the state has also pinpointed accused number 4, Mziwe as the mastermind behind this. You'd remember that there's also an amount of 800,000 rand that is said to have been distributed amongst all the accused. And we know that the state has also said that the proceedings that are currently taking place in the Kingdom of Eswatini will not affect what takes place here. The matter will continue as it's meant to be. But we know that today, like I said, it's a first appearance in the High Court, which we may see a postponement, because what essentially the state wants to find out from the defense is if they have all the sufficient evidence, or all the sufficient documents rather, that they need in order to proceed with their defense.